Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. We certainly are doing well today. It's the day after Chelsea reached the FA Cup final by knocking out Manchester City in the semi-final with a top tier performance. We are all guns blazing right now. It's a lovely time to be a Chelsea supporter, but not just in terms of being a Chelsea supporter. I need to speak about something that involves all football supporters. I need to speak about something that I think we need to all come together for, because this is a crazy time now. There's been news today in relation to a European Super League, and that an announcement is imminent that the formation of a European Super League will be coming in the next 24 to 48 hours. And this has caused absolute mayhem everywhere. It's caused turmoil. We've had the Premier League release a statement. We've had UEFA release a statement. There's been all sorts of statements being released. And I get the general consensus of a European Super League is that many people are against it. And many people are looking at this thinking it's a money grab. It's, borderline corruption when you look at it, in terms of just clubs getting their own little thing together and just segregate the rest. And I hear that completely. The news in relation to this European Super League. Let's try and brief everyone on what this European Super League would be. So it would involve about 20 teams across Europe, 20 top European teams, 15 of them being founding and then 5 of them having to qualify, where they would come together and form a league, where they would all have to play against each other during a season, where each team are playing their own domestic leagues and their own domestic competition in itself. So when you look at it from that point of view, that already sounds ridiculous, because the calendar is going to be so rammed, I don't know how they're going to fit all the games in. But anyway, that is the basis of how the European Super League would function. Now, when you look in terms of the founding members and the teams coming in, they would be apparently getting up to £300 million in order to join this. Whereas in the Champions League, I think involvement in the Champions League guarantees a team around 100 million. So £200 million profit, it's all money when you look at it. Now, the Champions League, why would teams want to break away from the Champions League? Well, there are 5, talking about English teams here as well as others, but there are 5 English teams that have already signed up. They've signed up to the European Super League, and that came out today. We had no idea, but today it's been revealed. Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, and unfortunately, because I say this as a Chelsea fan, Chelsea have all signed up to this. Manchester City have not. Man City have not. Apparently they were considering, and they haven't actually signed up for it yet. They're probably going to look at this and think, no, we're going to stay away from this. Because UEFA have released a statement alongside the FA, alongside the Spanish FA, and alongside some other football associations and some other leagues across of Europe, saying that any team that puts themselves into this European Super League will face being banned from their domestic leagues, face being banned from any European competition, and face being banned in terms of players playing for their national teams. So those are the repercussions. Those are big repercussions. And I'm all for it, if I'm being completely honest. Now, you're probably asking, well, why? Why do these teams want to break away? Well, it's not as black and white as it seems, where these teams are just looking at it and going, we're not going to play the Champions League anymore, we're going to join this Super League. It's not as black and white. What seems like the real reason to this move is that these clubs are protesting the move that UEFA have made to try and change the format of the Champions League. Now, for those that don't know, basically from 2024 onwards, UEFA would have changed the format of the Champions League. The Champions League as we know it is 32 teams into 8 groups of 4. Those 8 groups of 4 have a winner and a runner-up, and they go through to the last 16 knockout stage, and then a quarter-final, semi-final, final, and that's it. Third place all drop down to the Europa League. They all go to the Europa League and play there, but that's it. The format is being changed from 32 teams to 36 teams. So there's going to be 4 additional teams in the Champions League. But you're probably thinking, well, how are we going to do that then if there's 8 groups of 4? We can't have 9 groups of 4 because it doesn't work itself out. Yeah, I agree. Well, UEFA have thought about that. UEFA will be eliminating the whole group stage phase and will be changing it to a league format. Yes, a league format of 36 teams where each team will be paired against, or we will be playing against teams based on their seedings. So it looks like they're going to be played against teams that are on their level, you know, or unless if it's going to be seeded where, you know, pot 1, pot 2, pot 3, pot 4 sort of thing, and then teams will have to play each team in each sort of pot or each category, if you know what I mean. But anyway, 36 teams. Each team will play 5 home games and 5 away games. So in total, they'll be playing 10 games in this league format. So regardless of who each team are going to be facing, the top 8 will go to the next round. And then the rest, well, the 16 below that, so we're talking in terms of the first 24, 8 teams progress, 16 below go to a playoff. They play against each other, and then the 8 winners join the automatically qualified 8 teams to form a last 16, and then that will go to the knockout phase. So that is the new format that UEFA want to bring in, which for me doesn't really make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's trying to fix something that's not broken. You know, leave it as it is. Why try and go through all of this mayhem to just add 4 more teams to the competition? I'll tell you why. Because it equals more matches, it equals more games, which therefore equals more TV money, which therefore equals more revenue, which therefore equals just more money coming onto the table, basically. That is it. That is it. It's going to cause more fixtures, more pile-up, which causes more matches to be broadcasted, more advertising, more this and more that. More ticket revenue, more match sales, more basically money. More money is going to be flooded. They could potentially make more than double of what they currently make in its current format by just adding 4 teams to the Champions League. Now, as a protest, to this, what it seems like these teams, including 5 English clubs, have done is join and sign up for a European Super League, which is a league format, which they're protesting against in the Champions League. It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. These clubs have gone, all right, we're against this new format. All right, so what we're going to do to protest it is join something that's exactly the same. What? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. For me, the whole thing is a shambles. From this formation of a European Super League, which if it does go ahead, and it seems like now, because the Premier League have released a statement, and I think La Liga and all the others will be doing the same. If these teams do break away, they will jeopardize leaving their domestic competitions as well. This isn't just a case of it replacing the Champions League. The Premier League have been clear. Any team that wants to join a competition needs to have authorization from the Premier League. And they need to have authorization from FIFA. This needs to go through FIFA. So personally, do I see this happening? No. But the repercussions of all of these teams, including Chelsea, signing up for this European Super League is going to result in them possibly facing punishment. Possibly facing punishment of being banned from European competition for a season, or possibly being banned from their own domestic leagues for a season, just because of having signed up to a European Super League. It's crazy. It's mental. It's absolutely mental. Personally, as I've said, I don't see this happening. But if it were to happen, let's just, put devil's advocate here. If it were to happen, it would mean that, for example, these 5 English teams that I've just mentioned would be breaking away from not just the Champions League, but the Premier League as well. They will no longer be playing Premier League football. What do you think that's going to do if you take the best Premier League teams, the best Spanish teams, the best Serie A teams, the best French teams, the best German teams, the best teams of all of these European nations, throw them into a Super League? What do you think is going to happen to all the other leagues? What do you think is going to happen to everyone else? All of these teams are already struggling, in terms of finances. They're not even going to get a look in. When you look at a Burnley, for example, in the Premier League and the TV money that they get from the Premier League, I mean, right now, in terms of restrictions, they can't even get fans into their stadium, and that's a big portion of their revenue. What happens when people just stop watching the Premier League? Because all the big teams have left. Everyone's going to be glued to this European Super League. It doesn't make any sense. It's going to jeopardize the future of English football, Spanish football, Italian football, all football. You're going to be left with, 20 teams, and that's it. Everyone else will not get a look in, not even get broadcasted on television, because no one's going to be bothered. Everyone's going to be looking at the top teams. It's crazy. It's just absolute segregation to loads of teams that frankly shouldn't be segregated like this. They should be offered the opportunity to try and compete with the very best, not be pushed away and thrown to the side and completely abandoned to the point where no one is going to watch them anymore. No one's even going to pay attention to them anymore because people are going to be looking to Chelsea versus Real Madrid, Barcelona versus Manchester United, Juventus against PSG. That's going to be the normal league format. It's just taking the complete essence away from what we love about this game. Why try and destroy it? Why? I'll tell you why. Because there are certain people that are trying to get more money into their pockets. It's as simple as that. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing wrong with the Premier League. Leave it as it is. There's nothing wrong with La Liga. Leave it as it is. And there's nothing wrong with the Champions League. So I'm not just having a go at the European Super League coconuts that are trying to make this stupid competition. I'm having a go at UEFA as well. Don't change the format of the competition. There's absolutely no need to change to 36 teams and then go into a league format and then go and place 5 home games, 5 away games, and then play playoffs and then go to a knockout phase. And it's just like, what? But there's no need. Obviously, they're doing it to try and get more TV money, more fixtures, more revenue in the door that way. I've already explained that. But don't try and fix something that's not broken. You've got 32 teams in the Champions League, 8 groups of 4, knockout stage after, done. Champions League is the most prestigious competition in the world. Why try and change it when everyone is glued to its current format and everyone is loving it? And it doesn't jeopardize anything in terms of domestic competition. It doesn't pack out the calendar. It doesn't pack out in terms of players having to play every 2 or 3 days, not having a break. I mean, these people are not machines. You know what I mean? It's crazy. All in the aspect and all being done in the sense for just more money. It's crazy. It's insane. So I just thought I would do this. I think, look, we all need to come together, not just as a Chelsea fan or as Chelsea fans, because obviously most people that watch me on this channel are predominantly Chelsea fans. I do have other supporters that watch me, luckily enough, and I'm very thankful for all of them. But I think we all need to come together to try and just make ourselves heard here that, look, even to our own clubs, don't sign up to this madness. I mean, some of them have already done it. Like Chelsea, for example, they've already signed up, but it's being said that it's being done because it's a protest move. It's a stupid protest move. If you've got a problem with UEFA, deal with it personally. Deal with UEFA face to face. Deal with them personally. Talk to the other clubs. Form a body. Come collectively to UEFA and say, we're not having this. We're not having this. Simple as that. Don't do it. We're all against it. Simple. Why go through all of this mayhem? I'll tell you why. It's because getting into the European Super League is going to guarantee 310 million in comparison to 100 million. It's money. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy. And I thought I would do this just to try and get everyone rallying up a little bit. Make your opinion known. Make yourself known on social media. Get your opinion out there. Talk to other fans. Message your clubs direct. Message whoever you got to do just to let people know, look, don't change anything. Leave it as it is. And that goes for UEFA as well as the flipping coconuts trying to make this stupid European Super League in the first place. There's no need for any of it. Both of you, just stop. Simple as that. Let me know what you think in the comment section below in relation to this European Super League, in relation to the UEFA changing the format of the Champions League from 2024 onwards. Let me know of all of your opinions down below. I'd love to hear it. Hit the like button if you did enjoy this video. Much appreciated. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. And I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new video and possibly a double upload. I might be doing a neutral video and I will be giving you guys the preview for Chelsea versus Brighton. So that's going to be interesting and hopefully we can capitalise by getting 3 points and hopefully jump above West Ham to get ourselves back into the top 4. So I will see all of you then. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Take care and peace.